Happy Friday. I'm back with another installment of If You Were Born on This Day. So, if you were born on September 21st, happy birthday, happy solar return. This video is for you. So, I'm going to first start this video off with some historical events that took place on September 21st. So, this one event in particular caught my eye. 1823, Moroni first appears to Joseph Smith, according to Smith. So Joseph Smith is the founder of the Mormon religion, and Moroni is this angel that supposedly came to Joseph Smith in a dream or a vision, and he basically told him where to find the Book of Mormon, I believe. And then again in 1827, according to Joseph Smith Jr., the angel Moroni gave him a record of gold plates, one-third of which Joseph translated into the Book of Mormon. Now, translation is very much 21, but what I'm thinking is because both of these events dealing with this angel occurred on September 21st, the transiting sun must have been contacting one of his planets to make him have these experiences. Okay, moving along. 1872, John Henry Conyers of South Carolina becomes first Black student at Annapolis. So 21 is a number of success. It's also a number of higher education. It's a number of exceeding expectations. So that all of that ties into this event right here with John Henry Conyers. 1883, first direct U.S.-Brazil telegraph connection. 21 deals with long distances. Let me see what else. 1913, first aerobatic maneuver, sustained inverted flight performed in France. So 21 can deal with stunts. It could deal with adventures. It could deal with aerobatic maneuvers, stuff like that. Again, exceeding expectations. Success also. 1922, U.S. President Warren G. Harding signs a joint resolution of approval to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. That's very 21, especially September 21st, which deals with integration. So integration of people from one foreign nation into another. Also the religious significance with the Jewish themes, being able to go back to their holy land, quote unquote holy land, whether you want to believe it that or not. But basically, that took place on September 21st, and that's very fitting. 21 deals with foreign affairs, all that stuff. 1928, My Weekly Reader magazine made its debut. So 21 deals with publications, and My Weekly Reader, that title of the magazine, is very Virgo. 1934, typhoon strikes Honshu Island, Japan, kills 4,000. So 21 deals with things that are large in number. It deals with abundance and also excess. So you will see a lot of mass death, like people dying in large number on the 21st of any month. Historic publication, 1937, J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit is published by George Allen and Unwin in London. So again, 21 deals with publications, publishing. 1938, the Great Hurricane of 1938 makes landfall on Long Island, New York. The death toll is estimated at 500 to 700 people. 1949, Chinese communist leaders proclaim People's Republic of China. 21 deals with foreign affairs, also deals with politics. And People's Republic of China is very Virgo because that dealt with a lot, the proletariat workers, all that stuff, United Workers and all that communist stuff. But the worker part is very Virgo. 1951, Emil Zatopek runs 15,000 meters in record 44 minutes, 54.6 seconds. Again, 21 is a number of success. It's also a number of exceeding expectation. 1958, first airplane flight exceeding 1,200 hours lands Dallas, Texas. So again, 21 is about exceeding expectation. 1966, 5 inches of rain falls on New York City. Again, excess, abundance, exceeding expectations. Event of interest, 1966, Jimi Hendrix changes spelling of his name to Jimmy. And this prompted me to go to my numerology calculator, because him changing his name from Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy, to Jimmy, Jimi, could have been a contributing factor in his success. So I'm going to go to my numerology calculator real quick and compare the numerology of these two names. So first, Jimmy. So Jimmy looks like it's given 2. So Jimmy is 11 and 2, Jimmy. And then Jimmy, Jimi, is 7. So 2 versus 7. 7 is much better for music. So yes, I would say that him changing his name to Jimi was a contributing factor in his success. So that's interesting. And Virgo is a sign of editing. So you could look at that as him editing his name. And 21 is very akin to Sagittarius energy, and Jimi Hendrix was a Sagittarius. I just thought that was interesting. Okay, let's see. "1973, Jackson Pollock's painting Blue Pole sold for $2 million. So 21, again, success, exceeding expectations, abundance, wealth. 1980, LA Ram Johnny Johnson scores a 99-yard interception. So again, exceeding expectations, success. 1980, Richard Todd of New York Jets completes 42 passes in a game, NFL record. So again, exceeding expectations. And you're going to see a lot of record-breaking sporting events that take place on the 21st of any month, because 21 is a very athletic number. 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor becomes the first female U.S. Supreme Court justice. So that justice deals with 21. Also 21, again, success, exceeding expectations. That was a success for women in the legal field, also women in politics. 1981, here's another sports record, broken record. 1981, Steve Carlton strikes out NL record 3,118, baseball record. 1982, 2,251 people turned out to see Expos play New York Mets at Shea Stadium. I guess that was a record turnout. 1985, Michael Spinks beats Larry Holmes in 15 to become heavyweight boxing champion. I got a story about Michael Spinks, only like casually, because I had a friend back in the day, this male friend of mine, his mother, she used to date Michael Spinks. I just thought that was interesting. And she was a boxing judge. That was interesting too. So she knew all the famous boxers and stuff like that. And I remember seeing pictures in her house of her being right at the ring, looking up, judging the boxing matches. Oh, and boxing is very much Virgo. It's very much a Virgo sport. 1988, Mike Tyson smashes TV camera outside his Bernardsville, New Jersey home. So 21s can have issues with anger management. So the 21st day in and of itself, you might see situations where people lose their temper, just like Mike Tyson did on the 21st, basically where the person goes overboard, they go too far. Let me see. 1999, Chi earthquake occurs in central Taiwan, leaving about 2,400 people dead. Again, 21 deals with things that are large in number, including deaths. All right, so that looks like that's pretty much it. 2017, Andre Ward, unified light heavyweight champion, world's top pound for pound boxer, announces his retirement. Again, related to sports. All right, so let me get to the birthdays. There's not that many birthdays of famous people in the 21st, at least people that I know of. So let me just get past all these earlier time periods and get right down to the 20th century. But I think there is someone of significance born in the 19th century that I looked at earlier. Here it is. H.G. Wells, 1866, English sci-fi author. So he's very much 21, being a sci-fi author. His being a Virgo and a 21 makes for a very good writer, a writer that gets their work published, and they might write a lot because again, 21 is abundance, it's excess. And they might write about things of a higher minded nature like science fiction. All right, let's just get right to the 20th century. Kwame Nkrumah, 1909, first Prime Minister of Ghana and first President of Ghana. Again, 21 can produce a very successful person in the field of politics. Also, dealing with justice situations, exceeding expectations again. Also with 21, you might be the first person in your family to achieve certain things. Like you might be the first person in your family to attend college, for instance. Stephen King, born 1947, September 21st. That's very, like I said, September 21st can produce some writers and people that write a lot. And he has a ton of books. Very successful writer. Bill Murray, born 1950, September 21st. 21 is very much like Sagittarius and Jupiter. So that can produce a Virgo who is a very accomplished comedian. And he's one of my favorite comedic actors. I loved him in Ghostbusters. And also Groundhog Day. And What About Bob? He's just funny as hell. But he also has that strong Virgo energy because he looks like he often plays a role where he does look like he's easily stressed out and he's uptight and stuff like that. Except for in Ghostbusters, he didn't play an uptight character in that movie. But Groundhog Day, he definitely played that Virgo uptight type of character. Again, I don't see too many famous people that I know are born on September 21st. Faith Hill, singer, another one. So again, 21st deals with success. Alfonso Ribeiro, that was Carlton from The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, 1971. And he could play a very uptight Virgo role very well. So it makes sense that he played the role of Carlton. Nicole Richie, born 1981. She is Lionel Richie's adopted daughter. It makes sense because 21 can deal with adopted children. All right, so let's get to the PowerPoint presentation that I created just for those born on September 21st. But if you weren't born on September 21st, you might know someone that was born on this date, so you might want to share this video with them. So if you were born on this day, September 21st, happy birthday and happy solar return. So 21, that is the number of the crown of the Magi. It is a very fortunate number that can bestow wealth and a great deal of success as long as you are willing to work hard for it. So you are a very generous Virgo who is always eager to lend a helping hand. However, you often have a hard time asking for help yourself. You often give people the benefit of the doubt too readily. Your good deeds often go unnoticed. Don't waste your good deeds on the undeserving. You will be very successful once you have paid your dues and have slayed some of your personal demons that were born of your early life experiences. Abundance is your birthright. Luck is often on your side. Spirituality is very important to you. Without a strong spiritual center, you are at risk of giving yourself over to hedonistic urges. Now, some of you Virgos born on September 21st could have grown up under a religion that required ritual and outward displays of piety, such as Catholicism or Islam. A religion may have even required certain dietary habits, such as only being able to eat kosher foods or halal foods. Excess is one of your main challenges. A lot of 21s are prone to put on weight for this reason, unless they are channeling this 21 energy into athleticism. Even then, they may work out excessively. You are more easygoing than the average Virgo, and you may feel that a lot of the negative traits of Virgo do not apply to you. You could be the messy kind of Virgo, or you could be the kind who goes overboard with the cleanliness and hygiene. You know, the whole cleanliness is next to godliness mindset. Now, the common denominator here is excess. Regarding relationships, you need a partner who could teach you some things. You need to connect on both an intellectual and spiritual level. Good sex is very important to you as well. You may be open to dating outside of your race or nationality. And if you are having a hard time in the love department, you may want to consider expanding your options to include people of different races and nationalities. Long distance travel is a major theme in your life. At some point, you may have to become integrated into a foreign culture, society, or family, such as through marriage. Some individuals born on September 21st may join the military for the benefits of travel. Now, here is your significator tarot card. It's the Knight of Pentacles. That's a very Virgo card. With this card, you are a tireless worker. However, you may be the most effective after 4 p.m. You are the type of Virgo who has a hard time adhering to rigid schedules and inflexible routines. You may change jobs often. You could try to be the very pious type of Virgo who adheres to some religious or spiritual doctrine. Adhering to a spiritual doctrine is very important since you are inclined to revere the pleasures of the material world a bit too much. The flesh is weak is an idiom for you. There will be many times in your life where you will be forced to be more practical and methodical. There will be times where you will be forced to submit to the will of the divine, even if it means losing friends, families, and lovers. And this can deal with being faced with ethical or moral dilemmas. Now, the more overblown your ego becomes, the more humbling your experiences. Don't let your accomplishments and good deeds go to your head, and don't expect to receive praise for the work that you are called to do. A lot of times, it will be false praise anyway. So, again, happy solar return and best wishes to you. And if you would like to order a solar return report or any other reading, you can visit my website at rabina.com. Peace and many blessings. And again, happy birthday to you.